Hey, everybody, just a quick update. This is an edited portion of a longer conversation I had on Wednesday, but I wanted to re-release it with two things. One, I needed to add up a disclaimer because YouTube human reviewers, you're always calling these limited. I don't understand what is limited. Nothing goes against the guidelines. In fact, I edited out any of the sensitive portions, so this should be just a conversation, which you say we're allowed to do, so I hope you'll let this go through. Second, I just wanted to edit the conversation that I had with Jody to focus on the issue at hand, which was about Tariq. Tariq is very good at distracting and deflecting and getting you to get focused on something else, which we ended up doing. And it was a very good, worthy conversation. But if you want to see that part of the conversation, the longer part where a lot of people thought Jody and I were getting in a fight, we're good now. But if you want to watch that fire, you got to go become a member. Becoming a member not only will give you content like that, but it also just supports this channel. So those of you who've joined, thank you so much. Without further ado, here's the clip in question. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and this is take 2. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties as we started this the first time, but he's in the building. What's up, Jody?
Hello, I'm so sorry, but I'm here now. We're going to talk about it.
This is, look, I did this earlier. A lot of people were waiting. I don't know if the algorithm's now going to kill this video because I did it twice, but this was an important one, so I hope you guys will watch because I got some serious reaction to this, and Jody has no idea what the story is, so I thought,
what am I doing
What
here?
a good way to tell this story. Because Jody, apparently I can't talk about this because I'm white. In fact, there's so much to unfold about all this story as I got it all here. So I want to, for those of you who are unfamiliar who this person in my thumbnail is, Tariq, and this individual, it's about this Holiday Inn employee. And this is a heartbreaking story. I want to warn everybody in advance. I don't like this story. I don't like this video, but in order to put it all out there and knowing sort of the outcome of where we're at, I thought let's break all this down and let's get some thoughts because I don't like this Tariq individual. I would have given him the benefit of the doubt if he had just corrected and apologized, but I feel like he's dug himself into deeper and deeper holes, and I think what he's doing is dangerous. And he's making it about race. And right now, race is important. Race is an issue we do have to talk about. There's a lot of problems with people out there being racist. I did genuinely believe there's some stuff we still got to sort out as society, but this man is not actually helping. He's causing more harm. He's dividing people. He doesn't want to have conversation. He doesn't want to educate. He just wants to scream at you and antagonize you. So I want to break all this down. Let's break all this down and let's see what Jody himself thinks. Now, I don't want to speak for you, Jody, but you are black, correct?
Well, yeah, I'm black by the sense of the way society sees us. My father's all black and my mom's Hispanic. So,
okay.
I'm black. I grew up in poverty, grew up around nothing but black friends. Not very close to my Hispanic side of my family. All I know is black culture. Right,
but you can't. So let's just neither you nor Tariq.
I'm black out here, bro.
Neither you nor Tariq can speak for all black people. And I can't speak for all white people. We speak for each other. But you can't say. It's just funny. We'll get there in a second because as we were live, I'm gonna put this out now. As this was the first attempt was going out, Tariq did respond. So you're basically saying you guys are doing "I'm white" and so I say so video. I just wanted to correct Tariq because Jody, are you white?
No.
No, so you're not white. Okay, so he generalized and just assumed again. Cool. Good take, Tariq. Let's go through all Tariq's wonderful takes. All right, so here's where we're going to start. You can see the screen,
right? What the frick is going on, man? I can't wait to get
you see the screen? You see the screen? Okay, Jody. So here we're going to start here. All right, so guys, again, warning, if you haven't watched this video, I want you to just be prepared. This isn't a great video to watch. I really hate sharing it, but let's get through the whole story so we can sort of understand why we're sharing it. But here we go. I want you guys to see the full context.
Because you all made a mistake?
Not really, no.
So you want to get mad and hit the computer because you made a mistake? Because your company made a mistake? You want to take it out on me?
I'm not taking it out on you.
So why?
So just so we're clear, pausing just to give some commentary in this clip. We have a man. I don't know what color he is. I hear a man.
The guy behind the camera.
A man filming is screaming at this customer, screing at the employee is what we got so far, right?
He's black, but yeah.
Okay, but I don't know that. You're assuming that based off his voice, right? But so Jody's assuming he's black. I didn't do that. Yes, you did. So let's be fair. We don't see him in this video, and he's screaming at this guy who's white, and because he apparently hit the computer. Because his company made a mistake. So clearly there's some error in the reservation. Something's going on that's frustrating the customer. I don't see the employee being rude or anything else, but let's continue.
Why did you get mad and hit the computer? Why did you get mad and hit the computer?
Because I have mental.
I'm sure you don't care.
Why did you get mad and hit the computer? Because I have mental issues, is what the employee just said. You hear that, Jody?
I didn't hear that.
He goes, because I have mental issues. Listen again.
Computer. Why did you get mad and hit the computer?
Because I have mental.
I'm sure you on camera.
It's there. Everyone's sort of deduced this.
I heard because I have mental. And then he talked.
Mental issues. It'll make sense more, but mental issues is what's been deduced there. It'll make sense in a second. But this guy's being pushed. Okay, let's see what happens.
Right?
Yeah, I am.
I'm sure you on camera.
Oh,
So this is the type of people they have working here.
oh, stop, man.
So this is the type of people you got working here. I gotta
Get
go,
the
man. I
manager.
gotta go.
Stop
He's
talking
crying.
to him.
Wow.
Wow. This is the guy's
You
reaction.
gotta
I've
be
seen.
kidding me.
To keep filming while this man's crying in the corner. This man's gonna, not only is he gonna keep filming, he's gonna go around the corner, guys, to make sure he gets a better shot of this poor guy trying to get out and cry on the job for having a mental breakdown. I mean, this is horrifying. This is a society now. Get that camera out, get those clicks, get those views, spin it to hate, get the grift on because a guy had a bad day. And so here's Tariq. Now here's how Tariq plays it. Now Tariq didn't make this video, Jody, but Tariq decided to make this video go viral by sharing it to many of his audience. A white Holiday Inn Express worker has a nervous breakdown after he got scolded by a black customer because of a mistake in the reservation system. Now, it's going to continue, but what on earth does this have to do with race? What on earth does this have to do with race? Now, Tariq's not there. Tariq doesn't have any more intel than we knew at the time. But he just assumes this guy's, the white employee, of course, has a nervous breakdown when the black man yells at him, is what he just sort of jumps to make it his take on it. Now, when pressed, you are sick and twisted monster for posting this. So stop projecting your anti-black racism. Furthermore, who is the bully filming? This is beyond disturbing. This gentleman not have the support staff on premises to deal with issues like this. How is he a bully? So, look, this isn't just about what he's saying here, Jody. He's quadrupled down on this take that this is a racist issue, that the guy is in the wrong, that this guy doesn't have, who cares if he has mental issues? He should have been dealing with the customer properly. There's a lot has more unfolded, and I'll overlay it all as we continue of what actually was happening and what's happened since. But this Tariq individual, what does color have to do with it? You tell me. You brought it up, Tariq. He won't answer it. He won't talk about it. And then she goes, Holiday Inn video I posted went viral as a lot of white supremacists using the man's disorder as a way to project their anti-black racism. I mean, what? But he admitted he had a disorder, but he also admitted he was drunk on the job, so that contributed to his breakdown. So here's the guy who had the breakdown, who went on Reddit and sort of talked about it. This has been confirmed. I basically went viral because of my schizoaffective disorder documented by a rude customer and an establishment which I was employed. I don't know what to do. I actually am drunk still, drove 30 minutes to my workplace drunk. I'm still drunk. I drove drunk. Why would I do that? Why is this happening to me? Why can't people have basic human kindness and compassion for someone obviously not sound? I don't want to give up. I have to live for my boyfriend, who I really want to be my husband. I need to live for my dogs, Ellie and Joel, because I love them with all my heart, and I couldn't bear parting with them early and have them wonder, why did I not come home? What do I do? Joe just continues. And then he sort of also breaks and says, I got to be careful here, but explains more that, yes, he has mental disorders, a BPD, the schizoaffective disorder. And so the gentleman kept, what he didn't record was the fact that he called me the F word, derogatory term for gay people, for the mistake. He was aggressive, fishing for reactions. He got it. Apparently, the management had to eject him from the establishment for his behavior, etc. And this was Hidge at the end of his rope, kind of playing a lot of things. Anyway, this is the back.
Calling him a bald 5'5" manlet. What is a manlet?
I guess like a manlet, like a tiny man. A tiny little white man. But anyway, so all of this is happening, and Tariq still isn't sort of acknowledging, all right, maybe I should let's leave this guy again. No. This one's because now he's admitted he drunk in the drive. So see, guys, I was right to call this guy out because he he wasn't drunk on the job. He said he drove to his work of a place because he was afterwards was so distraught and drunk, and admits he shouldn't have done it, but he did it because of this guy filming and sort of how far it got pushed, knowing it was taped and knowing where it could go. This is the culture we live on, Jody, where it's like one bad day, is now you're a racist, you're all the stuff that comes into it, and it destroys your life. And Tariq here is monetizing on it. So Tariq's now, look at this. I'm making white supremacists be big mad because he was trending after this all happened. Since there's a lot of white supremacists now hopping on my timeline triggered, don't forget to send money to my PayPal and Cash App for White Money Wednesdays. Wednesdays, I only accept money from white people to help me and other black people cope with systematic white supremacy. Like, this guy's grift is strong. And so then here, yeah, exactly. So I told him we're doing this video. So you're basically saying, oh, I'm white. And I say, so no, Jody's not white. So again, all he does is bait people. If you go to his account here, Jody, foundational, he's world's number one race baiter. I bait racists and expose them. That's what he does. Now, has this guy ever done good? I don't know. I haven't really tracked all this guy, but I can tell this guy, I mean, I can show you what he's been doing since, but Jody, I want to get your reaction because my 2 cents, and I've invited Tariq, I've DM'd Tariq. If I'm missing something, you want to come on here and explain yourself or attempt to try to work this out, the invite is open. DM me. My DMs are open. Come on this show and talk to us. I will civilly engage with you. But Tariq, what on earth are you doing? Why are you quadrupling down this? You are getting owned across social media. It's going super viral. Big people, big names, people who are seemingly woke coming at him for saying, dude, this isn't the way. This is atrocious to me. This is despicable. Beyond just what he did to this man, this now making it a race thing and calling anybody who's frustrated that he goaded a person with clear mental disorders and then filmed it and shared it and exploited it. That's why people were upset. But apparently, if you're upset, Jody, you're a white supremacist now. So I know there's racism in this world. Of course, to this day, it still exists. I'm not denying that in any stretch of imagination. But is this the way to expose it? Do you really think this helps actually expose the real supremacists when everybody who opposes Tariq is apparently in the bad?
It's a leading question, which I don't want to answer right now because I need to go back a little bit, bro. This is loaded. What is the issue? Is it the fact that there's a lot of issues. Here's what I'm talking about. I got to go back to the initial conversation that was recorded between the manlet, which I believe he's talking about the guy who was filming. I looked up what a manlet is, and a manlet base is a man of shorter stature who is over muscled, perhaps someone who's trying to make up for his short stature, standing out with his muscular physique. And it lends itself to describe a manlet as anybody who is under 6 feet tall that has some muscle. Where is a manlet?
Where did you see this?
Urban Dictionary.
No, where did you see the manlet thing? Just so I understand what you're hung up
right
on?
there at the end of the middle paragraph, at the very last word, at the middle paragraph, middle section.
I do have mental suffer.
I need to again a bald 5'5" manlet. You see the second
bald
paragraph,
gentleman,
right below the mouse to the left, bro.
I glad I was not able to give this guy Reddit karma. I'd need to do it if I were again a bald. He was aggressive and fishing for reaction. He sure got it, and I'm sure glad a wake up call for me to stop slaving away for corporations who do not care about you.
He's
or all
talking
the
about
guests.
the guy.
Glad I was able to give this guy Reddit karma. I'd need it too if I were again a bald. What's fine?
Bald 5'5". I think he's calling the black man who was recording him a bald manlet.
Okay, sure. Okay,
all right,
yes.
So he's throwing shade in his little.
Because the guy called him this. They're calling shade on each other clearly, and this is afterwards and not in this place of business.
So when I see stuff like that, I'm thinking, what was the initial conversation like for the man who was in the hotel before he hit record? Was the hotel, the white dude, because if he was a real serious douchebag that pissed me off incredibly before I hit the record button on him, like say he was saying say I'll ask for help and he was very short with me. I'm sorry, you just don't have it, sir. You don't have the reservation. Well, if you would look in the system, I'm sorry, it's already in the system. It tells me that it's not there. Anything else can help you? Being short with me, being rude, not giving me great customer service. I can understand how a person of color, would take that as racist for being mean, being treated badly by someone who's white. Now, that doesn't mean just because you're being treated badly by the opposite race, by white people, means that white person's racist. But in this time we're in and all this stuff going on, things are sensitive between races.
Well, so Jody, just for full disclosure, he says here, while I've quit now, my management supported me and told me I'm welcome back. The guest was ejected from the hotel for escalating issues with staff and the owners. Look, they film everything. So you're fair giving the guy the benefit of the doubt, but if the staff had this on video, which I don't know if you've ever, I've been to several Marriott, everything's on camera. If that was really,
he went off. He went off.
Well, it just sounds. I mean, if this guy was, if the employee was being what you're saying, I would think the Marriott, it's the Marriott or Holiday Inn is what it is, would have would comment and say, well, that would be there, including the guy filmed. He would sort of defend himself. There's none of that out there. So sure, it's fair, and I appreciate you taking both sides. But from everything I've gathered, no one's sort of the manlet word to me is a little bit like, really? I don't know. I don't see that as offense. But go ahead. You're right. We don't know what he said
it's
first.
A derogatory term. All right, for sure. Manlet is a derogatory term. But let me get there. Let me finish up with my take on this real quick. I don't want to lose where I'm at. So that's under the assumption. Maybe I'm only seeing how the black guy who filmed the situation prior to hitting record on that white guy probably thought he was being treated because maybe he would have said, well, if I was white, would I be getting this type of customer service? Because that's how we think. I'm sorry, it's just part of life because we go through such bullshit every day. So when a white man gets treated unfairly at a McDonald's, at a Macy's, at a Chevy dealership, wherever, they just think that the guy or the woman treating them bad is just a prick. When black people get mistreated at a Macy's, at the same Chevy dealership, at a McDonald's, there's another layer possibly to it of hate that it could come from. It's not just, are they a douchebag, are they a prick? They very well may be, but we also have that option, are they racist because I'm black? Because that's true out here in the society. A lot of people are mean to us because we're black, and because they're racist, or because they're biased, or because they're stereotypical. So there's that extra layer that every black man probably should take into account, which is what this man is probably doing, which is what the Tariq guy is probably doing. But hold on. Once he sees, and he's recording this man based on what I saw from the video, even if he was a douchebag to me, even if I'm questioning, dang, man, is this fool racist, bro? Let me record this fool. So why you tripping, huh? So you tell me you got the reservation wrong and you can't, and he starts to beat his face in and flip out and hit the screen. And what I saw in that video, bro, that shit made me sad, man. That hurt my feelings, bro. It would instantly turn from anger, frustration for me to sympathy, apathy. I would feel terrible. That would disarm me. That would eliminate any issue that I had. And I'm just thinking about him now. Bro, to see any human being doing that to themselves, bro, that makes my heart melt. It makes me feel terrible. And to know that the dude who was filming him saw that other human being in distress like that, bro, and like, oh, for real, you serious? Is a heartless motherfucker, bro. And that's how I feel about it. So now when I factor in that you're still willing to film this dude, the only thing that's making me wonder why he was so hard like that is if that white dude was absolutely racist to him before he hit the record button. Do I believe that though? No, I do not. So what I believe is white dude was a douchebag, for sure. Maybe prejudice bias? I don't think so. This dude filming that man like that and still tripping and still talking about white and they going around the corner to film him? You a heartless motherfucker to do that shit. Freak that guy. That's some bullshit. The fact that he didn't feel any sympathy and disarm himself to be like, man, you okay? My bad. Yo, I didn't mean, hey, let's get him some help. Nothing. You double down on your bullshit, bro. These are the people that I don't F with. These are the instances that make it harder for black advancement and racial equality to happen because you're so caught up in trying to prove this man is a racist or something, you forgot that he's human. And you making yourself not look human. And that's what racism is. A lot of them don't look at us as human. Well, your inhumanity was on full display right here, bro. Break the black white. That was a motherfucking human bashing his head in distress, crying. That's what freaking kills me, bro. That shit freaking made me upset. And that I'm gonna pause there to go ahead.
No, look, that's why I wanted you on because a lot of people were turning on you because you were focused on the manlet, and I just wanted to make because I understood, and I'm so glad you were here to talk about it because the reality is Jody's right, and anybody who's sort of getting mad at Jody for trying to look at both sides and hear the other side of this, you're being impatient and not listening because I'm glad you said that. The reality is we don't know what happened first, and that can cause a lot of reasons as to why it got to the level we're at. But I would have led with the second part because I think what you said secondly was so exactly spot on of what
that's
the problem is. But not to a lot of people. And I don't think it's obvious.
Need to understand
I don't think it's obvious to Tariq.
Man has before. Everybody knows
Tariq,
that video's shocking.
dude, Tariq doesn't get it if he doesn't understand how this guy was a bully. Like the guy filming was a bully. because you said it yourself.
Yeah.
And it's like, I
Yeah.
agree. The
I
reality
agree.
is, look, if something was gone, if something really was said that was across the line, which we don't know, I would hope Holiday Inn would have chimed in and said, no, this employee was actually, saying rude things, whatever. Maybe they're afraid because he hasn't met, I don't know, who knows. But the reality, you'd hope some of that truth would have come out. But the fact of the matter is what we saw, and the fact that he chose to go around the corner and say, this is what you hire, this almost like dehumanizing this man who clearly has a mental problem. Should he not ever work again? Like, to me, it seems like this guy was pushed, was constantly prodded and pushed and yelled at for what the guy's not even saying on the video, Jody. Why were you racist? Why'd you say that? What most times in those videos that we've watched of videos, that's what you hear in the anger in these videos. You're like, how dare you say that word or what you did? No, it was, you made an error. You made an error. It was all like a stupid customer service knowledge is what the guy's saying on video. So I have trouble believing this was something else, but I hear what you're saying, and I think it's important that Jody says it because that's probably what Tariq was trying to get at too. But the reality is there are certain instances like this where I think it's very clear, no, this is not the time to make it about race. And I think what's really scary is the fact that everything is now about race. Everything. And while it is, race is a hugely important topic that we do, I worry people like Tariq here are race baiting in a way to make racism be places it's not. And to me, that's what's really problematic because it makes people, and I think a lot of people in my audience, sadly, who would just get more and more frustrated and don't even want to talk about important issues of race, who would probably be willing if we could do it civilly and correctly. But instead, people like Tariq are out there making these things. I mean, it's so Tariq just ripples down. I want to know, as a black person, if I book a room at Holiday Inn Express and I have a complaint about the reservation with staff, will I be safe? Like, this is his reaction to that?
What is that?
Like,
That's
what
bullshit.
empathy? You have no empathy for you. You are being destroyed online.
What does that mean?
So he's calling. So some guy with a mental disorder is going to break the computer in
He
front of me.
saved you think the guy was afraid of the white man?
What on earth
bashing
is
his
this
head?
take?
Come on. No,
This is
bro.
beyond race to me. This is showing
trash.
how
That's trash.
awful of a person this Tariq individual
That's-
is.
that's- that
And
makes us
Tariq,
feel
if
so
you want to
soft.
come clarify, I've sent you the invite. We are live. So, politely, everybody wants to stay. Hey, they're saying mean things. Come politely. The DMs are open. Come on and explain yourself because I have trouble not seeing this guy as despicable. And making this about race.
I feel
Is there
bad
a
for that dude.
pattern of Holiday Inn hotels where black people are concerned? So he's going and digging, found one bad review on TripAdvisor to then say, if you're black, they treat you like crap. And so now all Holiday Inns are racist, awful places. Like, I don't even doubt this person. I'm sure it happened at some point. But now every Holiday Inn, black people need to protect themselves? Like, this spin is scary, Jody. And it really pisses me off.
There was only one humane human in this video, and it wasn't the black dude recording. That's the reality of the situation, bro. That dude behind the camera, bully tactics. The fact that it's so easy, I'm thinking the fact that it was so easy for him to see him flipping out and cry like that, and for his initial response to be, "Oh, really now?" and then go around the corner to keep filming him. I know I can imagine what your college, high school, junior high experience was, bro. I know the type of motherfucker you was, bro. Bully, straight, savage, and it shows a cold heart. And a cold heart isn't just something that grows overnight. That shit takes time. You lived a life a certain type of way, the wrong way, to be able to see somebody in distress like that and not give a freak. Bro, that shit killed me when I saw this on video. And if I was right by your side in that hotel lobby, I would have been like, bro, chill, shut up. Hey, man, are you okay? Hey, calm down. You need some water? Let's get him some help. I'm probably trying to call 911 on this to see what's going on. But nah, bro, you want to still get that film. Bro, he was more human than you are. And I feel bad. Even though he said his stuff out of frustration in the Reddit ad, that's fine. I just wanted to get the whole situation here, bro. Shout out to him. I'll hang out with him before I hang out with the dude behind the camera. I don't like kicking it with mean people and bullies, bro. I'm straight. That was when I was younger.
Yeah,
I'm
and to me, where I'm focusing on, absolutely the guy behind the camera is a bully, but I think Tariq is being one too, if I'm being honest, and I think he's trouble. I don't like the way he's approaching this because he can't accept the L and realize, okay, maybe we should be a little bit nicer. But now he's out there trying to defend himself every chance he gets. Fox News just did another segment demonizing me for simply posting a video with a neutral, unbiased description.
Bullshit. You're adding all that context to it.
What planet are you on, Tariq? You were exactly prejudiced. They said I was cruel for posting it. You were out there being cruel, making all these side comments. How is he a bully? Stop projecting your anti-black racism. Dude, you're unbiased. What planet are you on, unbiased? And so, they're attacking you. And then it's getting at, because it's going viral, he's starting to, hey, NBA, you fined Kevin Durant over some DMs he sent to Michael Rappaport, but you were silent over one of your team owners getting on social media and falsely accusing me of videotaping a person at a hotel. That dude put a target on my back with a lie. Dude, you put the targets on your back, sharing it, and drop a triple and down. And this guy apparently thought he filmed it and deleted it when he realized he didn't film it. But, this guy, now, anytime he can find something like that's seemingly in his favor, he just pounces on it and like puts that on his timeline. And that's exactly what Tariq did. He got us off on a tangent about some clip he shared and had nothing to do with the issue at hand. I'm not embarrassed by that conversation. In fact, I implore you, go watch it over in the members only section. In fact, I'm going to put it right there. If you click on that, you'll be able to watch. You just have to join. Joining is great because it supports this community. Thanks to all of you for watching.